Happy 2017! Hello. I'm not going to go into the whole sorry I haven't made a video in so long because it's boring. So before I start, I would really love you guys to tell me what your favourite book or books of 2016 were, because that's the way I found some of my favourite books of all time in the past, is from your recommendations and your favourites, because you guys just have good taste. So let me know, please. I'll start in chronological order, shall I? When I finished this book, I didn't think it would be a favourite, so it's kind of an unexpected one, but they're almost the best ones in a way. But I have really, really great memories of reading this book. It just makes me really happy thinking about it. And it's The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. This is the start of a YA fantasy series. It follows a young woman called Lady Helen. It's that typical trope of she discovers that she's meant to fight demons and that kind of thing, but it's done in a really different way, and it's really imaginative, and it's really weird, but it feels really different to all of the other books in that genre, and I really like the characters. They felt very real and very fleshed out. I just felt really immersed in the world, like I was completely lost in it, and I just can't wait for the sequel. I'm so excited to go back to it, and it definitely stands out to me as a favourite. So if you like that kind of thing, I'd absolutely recommend this. I think it's a really, really great read. So this was actually my second read of the year, and it was Vicious by V.E. Schwab. So this basically is like a supernatural revenge story. I don't know if this is actually YA or adult. It maybe falls somewhere in between. I have no idea. And I just love it. It's so great. It's really bizarre because this book is about really horrible, arrogant, greedy characters, but I just fell in love with them for some reason. I don't know why. I really wanted to know more about them, and I really rooted for them. And I don't know why, but quite frankly, I don't care. It definitely has deeper discussions about morality, but at the surface, it really is like a twisty, turny revenge tale, and I just adore it. My favourite series of the year is no surprise. It is The Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. I don't have Six of Crows with me at the moment because I'm lending it to a friend, because I lend it to everyone because I want everyone to read this. To really, really, really quickly sum up, in case you haven't read them, they're like a mix of Game of Thrones and Ocean's 11. It's like a really well told and brilliantly woven heist story, basically, and the characters are so fantastic. And also the series is so great because the cast of characters are so diverse, and that's just really, really great to see. Arguably, there's a little bit too much romance. There are so many couples, but there was one couple in there, you probably know what they are, but I ship them so hard. I was like, where is this ship gonna sail? So the last book I'm going to talk about is my favourite book of the year overall, and it's a classic, and it's The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I was worried that I wouldn't even be able to follow this because I'm not very good at understanding classics, but this was so easy to follow. The writing is beautiful, it's absolutely gorgeous, and the characters were incredible. So this basically takes place in a really horrible, repressive, dystopian world where Offred, who is the main character, basically exists to create offspring for selected men, and if she doesn't, then she's either sent off to die of like radiation or be hung, and it's so realistic and it's really terrifying. I read this in an incredibly appropriate time where there were some really scary things happening in the world. You can probably guess what I'm talking about, but a lot of the things that were being discussed really, really hit home. And not only is it a very, very, very well written and imaginative story, but it's an important one that I think we all should read. So I absolutely recommend this. And yeah, new favourite of all time, guys. That's it. So they were my favourite books of 2016. There are only 5 of them because I only read 19 books this year, which is the lowest amount I've ever read, and it makes me really sad. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm going to read so much more this year. It is my #1 priority. I miss reading. I need to make time for it. I don't know what I've been doing, but I'm going to read more, okay? Let me know if you want to see a worst books of 2016. I have a few, not that many, but let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I know that I am not the most regular uploader, but I really, really, really appreciate you tuning in and commenting and liking or whatever you do. If you do anything to support me, I just really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you real soon. Goodbye.